Find him. All right, so rotations. What's the layman's term for a rotation? A turn. Okay, so we were just turning the paper to see where things were going to land. That figure rotates at a specific angle and direction. Okay, and the angles that we're going to focus on are 90, 180, and 270. So quarter turn, another quarter turn, another quarter turn. Okay, those are the rotations we're going to stick with for this. But also notice, and I just said this to you earlier, it's always going to rotate counterclockwise. So remember, counterclockwise is going this way when you rotate, counterclockwise. Never clockwise, okay? Unless they specify, go clockwise. But if they don't specify, they're assuming counterclockwise, okay? Okay, so take a look at your piece of paper there. When you plotted 4, -2, oh, I took it away, and you rotated 90 degrees, yeah, I am recording, yes. So on the piece of paper, we said that the point was 4, -2. When we rotated 90 degrees, what was your new point? 2, 4. How could we get from 4, -2 to 2, 4 if we're thinking about this as our x value and this as our y value? What happened to your x value? Okay, so we could do some work with it that way. It's not going to be adding and subtracting anything. Your numbers are going to pretty much stay the same or be the opposite of what they were. So where did your x value go? To your y, okay? So your rule that you're going to write here is your xy, much like yesterday, maps onto your x is now here instead. It's now your y value. What happened to your y value? It becomes the opposite, and it moved to the x location. So the rule is this. xy becomes -y x. Okay? If it starts off negative, it would become positive. Yep. So you're just changing the sign, essentially. Okay? Now, you need to know these things, but do you actually need to know them? Something like this could help you every time, right? If you have a graph on your quiz and you're like, man, if I rotate this 90 degrees, where do I land? You can think it that way too, right? You can just name points as you rotate. So if you don't memorize the rule, memorize the process. What did I do? I turned it counterclockwise, 90 degrees, 180, whatever, okay? Yeah.
Are you going to give us one of those for the test?
I could. I haven't thought that far. We'll see. There will be grids on your test. So you could just take your whole piece of paper and rotate, right? So you'll have the ability that way. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's a good thought. I'll think about it. Okay, then go 180. So with that first point, it was 4, -2. And when we went 180 degrees, what did it become? -4, +2. Okay, so let's think about a rule. Our xy becomes, now we're going back to the original, right? From here to here. What happened? They're both opposite, but x is still x and y is still y. right? So 180 degrees, I think is the easiest one because you just change the sign of both of them. Negative x, negative y. So it's the opposite of your x and it's the opposite of your y. That does not mean you're making it the negative number, because if it's a negative number, the opposite is making it a positive number, okay? So keep that in mind. Okay, then we went to 270. 4, -2 on a rotation of 270 landed us at what point? -2, -4. Okay, so now go back to your OG right here and take it to this. What happened?
The opposite of 90.
It is the opposite. Yeah, it is the opposite of 90. So if it was XY to begin with, right? Now my 4, which was my X value, jumped in place of my Y value and was the opposite of it, right? So this is going to be the opposite of X for your Y value. What goes here?
Y.
That's your Y value. The Y value didn't change, right? Excuse me. So you get Y and -X, because my -2 is still a -2. We didn't make it the opposite. It just switched where it landed. Okay? So like I said, these are the rules, and if you want to memorize the rules, by all means memorize the rules. If that feels like a lot of chaos and numbers and negatives and X's and Y's and where do they go, that's how I feel about the rules. I am a much more visual spatial learner. So for me, it makes a lot more sense to just do a rotation and think about what happened, okay? So it's up to you. If you want to spend some time memorizing those, go for it. I think this one is pretty easy to memorize, right? If you have a 180-degree change, just change the sign on both of them. It's the other ones that it's a little confusing, which one gets mixed up with what and all of that, okay? Okay, you ready to try some? Let's give it a go. If you would like, you can use this again and do your little rotation on paper if you'd rather do it here. And then you could take a picture of this and drop it into your notes if you want, if you actually want to physically rotate. You can also just rotate your iPad if that makes more sense to you too. Okay, so number 1, it says you have vertices at 2, 7. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make sure in everything that you do that you are naming your points. So that is point A, okay? Label it. B is 6, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's B. And then C is 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, so that's where we're starting. Now let's think about it. If we are going to rotate 90 degrees, every point here is in which quadrant? The first quadrant. So if I go 90 degrees, every one of my points should land where? The second quadrant, right? 90 degrees would be the next quadrant over. So it's going to land there. Now, you could, let's see. I'm going to try to be real fancy with you right now. Give me a second and we'll see if this actually works. If I take that thing and I rotate it 90 degrees, it's going to land there. Does that make sense? So digitally, you have the ability to do that right now. On a quiz or a test, do you have the ability to like cut and paste and rotate? No. So I wouldn't get in the habit of doing that, but maybe that helps you visualize it a little bit. Or maybe you just want to follow the rules. Okay, let's think about this. A 90-degree rotation means I'm going to change my Y value from negative to positive or positive to negative and put it in the first spot, and then my X value is going to stay put. So I could just say all my X values become my Y values. So X becomes Y, X becomes Y, X becomes Y. Okay, for a 90-degree rotation. Then it says your new x is the opposite of your old y. So your old y was 7. So what's going to go here? -7. What's going to go in B? -5. And what's going to go in C? -1. Okay, if you plot those points, -7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. Okay, that's your A prime. -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's your B prime. And then C is going to be -1, 1, 2, 3, 4. C prime. Remember, they're prime when you're making it the end point, your image. Okay, so don't forget to put your little prime there. Questions on that? Okay. Jump to number 4. You have a triangle. If we're going to rotate it 180 degrees, what happens to your x and y for 180? They both become opposite. So if I started with x at 3, -2, then where's x prime? -3, +2. What's your y prime? -6, -1. Make them both opposite of what they were. Don't switch places, just make them opposites. So 5, -7 would be -5, +7. Okay, so again, if you want to know the rules, if you want to use the rule and name them and then plot them, you can. If you want to rotate it first in your head and then name those points, you can. It's just a matter of what works better for your brain. Okay, so x is at x is at 3, -2. Y is at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. And then Z is at 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and again, if you are let me rotate this digitally, you could do this. Right, 180-degree rotation. Sorry, my size is going to be a little off, but you would just have to line up your axes. Right? It should look something like that when you're done. So if that helps you to visually flip it like that, maybe that gets you in the right groove for how to do it. Or you just plot these points or you rotate your paper. Okay? So -3, 2 is your x prime. -6, -1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, -1 is your y prime. And then Z prime is -5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, questions on that? Okay, then I just want you to try this one, and then we'll call it a day. I'll get your answers up for 9-1 and 9-2.